This show was made possible by Rocket Play Partners and with the support of the Casino Extreme affiliates.
First, it was sunny. Then, it snowed. Then, it was sunny. Then, last week, it snowed. Now, it's sunny. This can only mean one thing, my friends. It's springtime. And in keeping with springtime, I wanted to let you all know that next week's show will be an hour earlier. That's going to put us on our summer schedule, right? Hello, my friends. It is so nice to be back for another edition of APCW Perspectives. And this week, we are shining a light on the UK Gambling Commission and why they cannot be trusted at all. Now, I know we have spoken about the UKGC at length over the past several months and years, but that's only because they are the regulator of our industry's largest and most important market, at least for right now, a regulator which does not seem to have a clue what they're doing most of the time. So let's try to find out why. Let's put our thinking caps on here and start with the king ding dong himself, Andrew Rhodes, their chief executive officer. Andy graduated from college with a bachelor's degree in history. Which may not seem to qualify him to oversee something like the British gambling market, but hold on, because old Andy then went back to school and received his master's degree in philosophy. Philosophy. This is what he's educated in? Philosophy is what you study when you want to punish your parents for sending you to college. And before being hired to run the Gambling Commission with all his extensive qualifications, Andy worked at the Food Standards Agency. And he also worked for the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Agency, which obviously prepared him extensively for his current position. Perhaps then, that's why Andy and the crew at the UKGC hired 7 new commissioners last October, none of whom had any gambling experience at all. Yes, these are the schmucks we have running our industry in the United Kingdom. And if that doesn't scare you shitless for our future, we have this. The first results from the gambling survey of Great Britain were published in November, with the rate of addiction listed at 2.5%, which is about 10 times higher than previous studies, which consistently showed that rate to be between 0.2 and 0.25%. However, the commission decided to just run with the higher numbers, and that is because they are better serving their agenda, which is not actually the regulation of our industry and not actually the protection of players, but instead the security of their own jobs, which they are not even qualified to have. But here's the thing. A professor of economics reviewed those numbers from the survey which the UKGC had been touting, and despite the commission's confidence, he has doubts about their accuracy. Not only that, my friends, but Mr. Rhodes himself was drilled on these problem gambling figures at the general meeting of the Betting and Gaming Council recently, and Rhodes refused to answer repeated questions about the accuracy of those problem gambling numbers. He just flat refused. Tell me, my friends, what does that tell you about Andy? What does that tell you about the commission, their data, their agenda? But hey, don't worry about it. These are just the assholes running the largest regulator in the UK. Welcome back. One thing that is super awesome about our industry is that there is always another show, another conference, another expo coming along. And one of the next ones on the schedule is the Casino Beats Summit from our friends at SBC Events. Recently, I spoke with Dennis Allgreen from SBC about their summit taking place May 21st through the 23rd in Malta, and why affiliates should attend that event. We talk about educational workshops and special segments designed to keep webmasters up to date. That interview is available right now on the APCW's YouTube channel and in the forums at GPWA. Lastly, we head back to the United Kingdom for a look at those ridiculous affordability checks, which no one wants, except, of course, the UKGC. At a recent parliamentary debate on this issue, several MPs spoke out against these ridiculous checks, calling them a mistake, bad policy, incoherent, and a massive overreach by the government. The Commission's representative in attendance refused to address those comments and concerns. Just flat refused to. Does any of that sound vaguely familiar? Are you noticing a pattern here? All their representative did was respond that the Commission was proceeding with the proposed checks. Friends, these sons of bitches don't care two shits about you, about me. They don't even care about the addicts. All they care about is their agenda and keeping their cushy government jobs. Good Lord, I need a drink. Maybe something a little harder than a drink. I don't know. I'm gonna go, but you know me, I'm persistent. I'll be back next week to point out more of this hypocrisy, God willing. Well, what you know, that's 2 shows in a row where I have no boopers. Okay, I did that on purpose. It was still funny though.